This Walk-On Coach Conversation brought to you by Waukon State Bank and by Fareway of Waukon. We're with head coach Chad Beermann. And coach, a 54-0 win over Crestwood last week, a team that was coming in with some nice momentum before the game last week. How'd you guys get it done?
Well, the first quarter was kind of both teams sort of jockeying for position, just kind of figuring out what to get done. We had a nice stop after we scored on our first series. They drove down inside the 20, we had a couple penalties, and we got a stop on fourth down, exchange a couple of punts, and then kind of got momentum going. Creed had a couple of nice long runs on option plays. We had put in a little trick play there right before halftime, and so it was 8-0 at the end of the first quarter and 38-0 at half. And then they ended up with a couple injuries that really kind of impaired their ability to come back. And so we got our starters. We played one series of offense with the starters after half and two series of defense, and then we got starters out. And then our second stringers ended up putting on one more score at the end of the game. But got a lot of kids in. We stayed healthy. I do feel bad. I know Cresco had some injuries to some of their major players, and you don't like that, but it was a good win for us.
Creed Welch with another nice night, 191 yards, 3 touchdowns rushing, another touchdown passing. How is he getting it done? What type of season has he had? He just keeps bringing it week after week, doesn't he?
He does. And actually, the passing wasn't there for him Friday night. I mean, he did throw a touchdown, and that was a nice pass. But he had a couple of others that he missed. They could have potentially been either really long gainers or touchdowns. So he did it with his legs more, and run some speed option. He came around the corner, and they took the pitch man, so he turned it up and cut back, and both plays looked like mirror images of each other. He cut back, and there wasn't anybody there, and he just went 70 yards and 40 yards, I think, on just those 2 carries. And he had a couple nice scrambles too. So, like I said, the pass, he was just off a little bit with the passing, so he made up for it. And then Ethan O'Neill was usually our leading rusher, ended up throwing for a touchdown, and I think he was our leading passer, if not pretty close. A little trick play for him. So, we got kids that'll make plays when they get the opportunity.
And you're heading into the final week of the regular season. Obviously, you take the field to win each and every ball game. But what are some of the things you want to see out of your team as you head into Week 7?
Well, we want focus. We've talked about it's a funny season. You got potential for an Independence team sitting 4-0 in the district if they win out without having played us or Cresco. We would like to be 4-0. We would like to be able to say district champs again. We won the last 2. We'd like to win a 3rd in a row. So those are things you're playing for. And really intensity, focus, not too much of a letdown. I mean, the kids were obviously ready on Friday, and we want not to have a huge fall off this week. We know NFV has had some illness, which makes the record look maybe not as good as the team themselves actually are when they're healthy. And we expect that they'll probably be healthy to play us. So we expect a good challenge down there and just make sure the kids are focused.
And when you're getting ready to face a team like North Fayette Valley that has had some players down these last couple of weeks, does that present a little bit of a challenge in getting ready for a game like this?
I think so. With the kids, we mostly focused on some of their earlier games, like the New Hampton game where they got that win. More so than some of the games where they didn't have the players. They played Cresco really tough a couple weeks ago, but lost to 14-12 in that one and had a 1-point win over New Hampton. So, I mean, you focus more on those. I know they've diversified their offense a little bit more with some of the younger guys in there. But we would expect, that we're going to get their best players in their best effort, and that'll be quite a challenge for us.
I know you alluded to this in the Cedar Rapids Gazette the other day. You did lose your season opener this year, but you've won the rest of the games since that time. Looking back on it, there was 2 ways to go after losing a season opener, and you guys obviously took it the right way. What do you credit that to?
Well, first of all, I got assistants who've been in this game a long time and a lot of experience with the kids. And then we've got kids that have had a lot of success, and that doesn't just happen. You don't just show up and have success. That's earned and worked for. And these kids have put in the time. And like I said, it's just a little bit refocusing maybe that took place after that loss to help these kids get back on track.
All right, Coach, hopefully you can keep your kids healthy and win a district title this Friday night. We wish you best of luck.
All right, thank you.
Chad Beermann, the Walk-On Coach Conversation. It's brought to you by Fareway of Waukon and Waukon State Bank.